Hi friends, welcome back to math. Today we're going to be looking at addition fact patterns to help us do our addition facts, okay? So let's go start by watching our visual learning video.
An addition facts table is a tool to help you remember addition facts. The yellow shaded boxes represent addends. Which addends total 6 in the first white row? 6 and 0. Which addends total 6 in the second white row? 5 and 1. What is another equation you can write to show the sum of 6?
I see 4 plus 2 and 3 plus 3.
4 plus 2 equals 6. 4 and 2 are the addends for the sum of 6. What other equation can you write to show the sum of 6 in the third white row? 2 plus 4 equals 6. Why do both equations equal 6?
We know that both equations equal 6 because we can put our addends in any order and the sum will still be the same. So 4 plus 2 and 2 plus 4, both of those will equal 6. We can put our 2 and our 4 in either order.
You can add numbers in any order, and the sum is the same. Here are all the ways to make a sum of 6.
What pattern do you see?
How are the first addends in each equation changing?
Select your answer.
I see that the first addends in each equation are going down by 1, so they are decreasing by 1.
The first addends are decreasing by 1 in each equation. How are the second addends in each equation changing?
Select your answer.
I see the second addend in each equation is going up by 1, so it is increasing by 1.
The second addends are increasing by 1 in each equation. If you decrease one addend by 1 and increase the other addend by 1, the sum remains the same.
Let's go try it. Select each 6 in the white area of the addition facts table to show its addends in the equation. So let's start here. 6 plus 0.
6 plus 0 equals 6.
Okay, let's try this one.
5 plus 1 equals 6. 4 plus 2 equals 6. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 0 plus 6 equals 6.
What pattern do you see on the addition facts table? It makes a diagonal pattern.
Let's do the guided practice problems together. We have 3 guided practice problems. The instructions say, use fact patterns to complete each equation. Okay, so we know, remember that when you decrease the first addend by 1, you have to increase the second addend by 1. So if we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So those decreased by 1. Now let's count up. Let's increase by 1. So this one would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we know that all of our sums should be the exact same. So this one right here is also going to be 16. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier because they have missing numbers. So on the first ones, we're going to count down. Okay, so I know that 10 plus 4 equals 14. So if my addend increased by 1 over here, this addend has to decrease by 1. So 10 minus 1 is 9. So 9 plus 5 equals 14. My addend over here, my first one, decreased by 1, and my second addend increased by 1, which means my sum is going to be the same. So it's still 14. Okay. My addend over here decreased by 1. My sum is still the same, so this means my second addend has to increase by 1. So 1 more than 6 is 7. And we know that one because it's also a double. Okay, my addend went back down by 1, so that means this one over here has to go up. Remember, if one addend goes down by 1, the other one has to go up. So that way the sum stays the same. This addend went up, so this addend must go down. So 1 less than 6 is 5. Okay, let's look at my second addend. 5 went down by 1 to 4, so that means 10 has to go up by 1. So that means 9 has to go up by 1 to 10. I know it might seem a little tricky, it just takes a little bit of practice to do these problems, but you guys will figure it out. Let's do the do you understand problem. So let me read it to you first. How can patterns on an addition facts table help you remember the addition facts? So go ahead, I want you to pause and do your best to answer the question and then come back to me and we'll go over the answer together. Okay, let's talk about the do you understand problem. So an addition facts table can help because if you can remember patterns, you can relate the facts you remember to the facts you don't remember. Okay, let's go ahead and watch our another look video and then we'll come back and do a couple more problems together.
Look at this chart of sums. Isn't it pretty cool? I think so. Look at all of the sums that make 5. Do you see a pattern? Yup, they make a diagonal pattern. And you can even write equations for the sums. 3 plus 2 equals 5. We call 3 and 2 the addends of the equation. Here are all the ways to make a sum of 5. 0 plus 5 equals 5. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 4 plus 1 equals 5. And 5 plus 0 equals 5. You can use patterns from the table to help you remember the facts in case you ever forget. How handy!
Okay, good. Let's turn the page, friends. Okay, let's look at number 4 together. Let's see. So 10 plus what equals 12? 2. Good. So now if we look at our second addend, we can see that they're going up. So 2, 3, 4, which means, and remember, notice how I'm going to stop here because my next one is going way up. So we want to stop here. That's where our pattern is going to stop for right now. So these ones go up by 1. So these ones, our first addend, have to go down by 1. So 10, 9, 8. And our sums should all be the same. So that's also 12. Okay, now the second addend is going up by 3. So that means this first addend has to go down by 3. So 8 take away 3, we know it's 5, right? Good. Okay. And then this one's going up by 1, and this one's going down by 1. So that means our sum is still going to be 12. We know that one already because it's a doubles fact, don't we? Our first addend is going up by 1, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If our first addends are going up by 1, that means our second addends have to be going down by 1. So 7, 6, 5. Ooh, that's kind of a weird 5. 5, 4, 3. Okay, I want you to pause the video and do number 5 all by yourself. Come back and hit play and we'll check our answers. Okay, so we have 7 plus something equals 7. Well, we know that 7 plus 0 equals 7, right? Good. And then if I look at my second addends, I can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going up by 1. So what comes next? 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That means that all of our second addends are going up by 1. So our first addends have to go down by 1. So let's count backwards from 7. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And because our first addends went down by 1 and our second addends went up by 1, that means all of our sums are the same. So this one right here is also going to be equal to 7. Okay, so we're looking at number 7. I had to make mine 2 pages so that way we can see the whole thing. It says find the 8 in the top row of the addition facts table. We're going to use this addition facts table over here because it's right there for us. Complete all of the equations using the 8 column on the table. Let me show you what the 8 column looks like. Our 8 column is this one right here. Okay, that's our 8 column. So let's see, it says, what pattern do you see? Okay, let's complete the equations first. We have 8 plus something equals 8. So 8 plus, and if I come over here, 0 equals 8. So we know it's 0. And then go back to the 8 column, we have 8 plus something equals 9. So 8 plus, oh, there's 9. So notice how I'm going down the 8 column because that's where they told us to start. And then I'm stopping when I get to the sum. So right now I'm looking for 9 in the white boxes. So I'm going to start at the 8 at the top and go down until I found the 9. Oh, right there. Now I need to go all the way over here to the left side and see what my other addend is. It's 1. So 8 plus 1 equals 9. Okay, now my sum that I'm looking for is 10. So I'm going to go back to the 8 and go down until I find 10 in the white boxes. So down, 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 down. Oh, right there. Okay, I found my sum in the 8 column. Now I need to go all the way to the left, all the way to the left until I get to those yellow boxes. Okay, my addend is 2. So 8 plus 2 equals 10. Okay, now this one, we have to find the sum. So we're going to go to the 8 column, and we're going to take, you guys can take your finger. I know you can't see it on my screen, but you guys can take your finger, and you're going to find the 3 over here. So I'm going to put my finger right there, and I'm going to drag my finger all the way over here until I reach my 8 column, all the way. Oh, so 3 plus 8 equals 11. That's how I'm using my addition facts table, okay? Now let's look for the sum again. So I'm going back to my 8 column. I'm looking for the sum of 12 in those white boxes. So I'm going down, going down, going down, going down. Oh, found it. Now let's go all the way over to the left. Let's see what our addend is. It's 4. So 4 plus 8, or 8 plus 4, equals 12. Okay, notice how this one has the second addend and the sum empty. Here's what they want us to do. We know our first addend is 8, but do you guys see where it says the second addends? They're going 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What comes next? 5. So go ahead and put a 5 here for our second addend. So now let's find the sum on our addition facts table, okay? So 8, I'm on the 8 at the top, and I'm going to put my left finger over here on the 5, and I'm going to go until they meet. So I'm going to go down, and I'm going across, I'm going down, I'm going across. Boop. My finger and my pencil ran into each other. So see how I've got 5 and 8. So 8 plus 5 equals 13. We also know that 8 plus 4 equaled 12, and my second addend went up by 1, so that means my sum will go up by 1 too, okay? Okay, I want you guys to pause and try and do the rest of these problems by yourself, and then hit play and we'll check our answers together. Okay, we have 8 plus 6. So I have my 8 column highlighted. I'm going to start with my 6 on the left. I'm going to go all the way across until I run into my 8 column, because that's 8 plus 6 equals 14. Okay, now we have a sum. So we're going to go to that 8 column and go down until we find 15 in our sums. So going down, going down, going down, down, down. Oh, there it is. Let's go all the way over and see what our addend is. It's 7. So 8 plus 7 equals 15. 8 plus 8. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to go down to the 8 and go all the way until I run into that 8 column, okay? So 8 plus 8 equals 16. Okay, remember, we're going up with our second addend, so 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm going to find my 9 over on the left and do it until I run into my 8 column. Going over, going over, going over, going over, going over. Oh, 8 plus 9 equals 17. Okay, last one. So I'm going to find 8 plus 10. So I'm going to do my 10 down here and go all the way over until I run into my 8 column. Going over, going over. It is 10 plus 8, or 8 plus 10 equals 18. Good. Okay, remember over here we need to write what pattern do we see. So the first addends are all the same, but if you look at the second addends, listen to this. They go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The second addends increased by 1. Let's look at the sums. Let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. What did they do? Did they increase or decrease? They increased by 1. So I'm going to say the sums increased by 1. Good, so those are 2 patterns that we could see. Let's go to the next page. Okay, I want you guys to take a look at number 9 all by yourself, and then come back and we'll talk about it together. Okay, number 9 says, look at the equation below, circle the addends. So hopefully you circled the numbers that are being added together. These are the addends, remember? So we're going to circle the addends. Then it says, draw a square around the sum. The sum is the answer. Okay, now that we did number 9, I want you guys to pause and do number 10. Here's what it says. It says write 8 addition facts that have a sum of 12. Okay, so write down 8 different addition facts that have a sum of 12. And then can you see any patterns? Okay, so go do number 10 and then come back to me and we'll check our work. Let's do some patterns, some addition facts. So I know 0 plus 12 equals 12. And I know 1 plus 11 equals 12. And 2 plus 10 equals 12. And 3 plus 9 equals 12. And 4 plus 8 equals 12. And then, let's see, I know 5 plus 7 equals 12. I know 6 plus 6 equals 12. And I know 7 plus 5 equals 12. So I just did 8 of the facts. There are a couple more that you might have on your paper too, but they are all versions of this, which means they are all a 0 plus a 12, a 1 plus an 11, a 2 plus a 10, a 3 plus a 9, a 4 plus an 8, a 5 plus a 7, or 6 plus 6. They might just be flipped around, okay? So there's 8 of them. I'm noticing the patterns that my first add-ins are going up. And if I kept going, they would keep going up. And my second add-ins are going down. They're getting smaller, aren't they? But all of my sums are 12, right? Good. Good job today, you guys. Let's look at your assignment, okay? So today, you only have 2 problems you have to do, okay? You're going to do number 6 and number 11 in your workbook all by yourself, okay? Make sure you do it today so that way you can share it with your teacher sometime this week. After you're done with that, super important, go do the quick check for 1.4, okay? That's our lesson. This is the quick check. So go do your quick check. And then remember, if you have extra time, go on Math Facts Pro and practice those addition problems. I'll see you tomorrow for a new fun fluency game. Bye, guys.